Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the works, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. The pass caught by Olave. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattlers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here.
He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Let's go.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves. 65 catch. 65 catch.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage,
Hurts fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Deontay Hardy back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Demario Davis there on the stop. The Colts at 1-7 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Back in 60!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Be under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. To try again after the sack. Hurts. And that is incomplete here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Hurts. And Thomas has it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Hurts. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24, Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. What's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Okay, ready?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to lose yardage here. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Ready, go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. He finds Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Hurts fumbles it. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. To the right side, this is Taylor. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a quick touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Olave over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, catch that. Street. Hurt.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded right around the 8. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 71 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. They'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever.
60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. Cut 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one taken in by Olave. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They'll look to throw here. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Here we go with Kamara. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 38 yards. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Look at 19. 19 right. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
He's back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially solve this one away. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for New Orleans,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.